to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm gonna talk a little bit about criminal subrogation. I've been out of the mix for a while because I've been doing a little bit of research. Um, Yet again, we're talking about criminal subrogation. So as I start off, I'm gonna ask you guys to look up this code. It's 15 USC section 44, and it defines the word corporation. Okay, so that's the first thing we got to do. We got to know what we're talking about, how we talking about it, and how to go about what we are talking about. My lighting in here kind of messed up. Yeah, that. But anyway, so yet again, that code is 15 USC section 44, and it's going to give you the definition of the word corporation. Okay, so look that up. Now, if they are assaulting you with the Uniform Commercial Code, then they are acting as their private capacity, and they're acting in their private capacity. With that being said, the law is not on their side as long as they're in their private capacity. You know, because they have an oath, and if you're entitled, then you're holding up. You basically have the only rights you have is the rights of your company, and your personal doesn't matter. So if you're going in your personal private capacity, then that's illegal. Okay, if you're going to judge me by that, at least. Okay, so um, when you go into the court, you can don't get it twisted. You feel me? You can always answer to the name. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna play their game. These are they rules that they imply secretly, but put it in front of us. You feel me? So that they can use on an everyday basis for their financial fits. You know, it's how they get rich quick schemes. They be talking about, well, we're busting their ass in the bubble. Okay, you stand up. You say, yeah, I'm. Don't get me wrong. I am the man. The human being, I'm talking about the breathing soul. You know, I eat. I don't just live on paper. You feel what I'm saying? But you ask them after you clarified yourself. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna ask you. They really ain't gonna ask them to ask you your name. You're in traffic court here anyway. This applies as long as you in traffic court, you can win. If your shit move to another case, I'm not too for sure about this. You know what I'm talking about? Like if your shit move upstairs and it's not in the traffic the traffic court, then I might have to do a little bit more research and you can come back at me and I'll probably have something for you. But at the time being right now, as long as from my understanding, you did, and from all the reading and all the research that I've come up to in the last 3 weeks with this word segregation, and I even contacted a few city lawyers, that represent the city, the state, not the state, the city, But as long as you in criminal court, or not criminal, well, anything can be criminal, you feel me? But as long as you in traffic court, this is when the rules apply. Okay. Now I'm gonna skip it down and I'm gonna come back. Now, if you win or when you win this this case, you feel me? When you ask the judge to ask the state's attorney to verify that you have. Let me see. You uh, ask the judge to have the plaintiff verify that you have the right of subrogation. That he has to answer you. He has to okay it or deny it. He has to approve it or deny it. And if he denies it, then the judge has to approve it. So anywhere it go, you're gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Now, once they give you your right to subrogate, or they let you act your right to subrogate, or however they form the words to to do that plan. You feel me? You can ask the judge. You can ask them right then and there, offset it. You feel me? Offset. A lot of people that got money like to offset shit. You dig what I'm saying? But there's other ways to do shit besides offset shit. You feel me? Because they can't force a person to pay nothing. Nothing. Because first of all, there is no money to pay with. So if you want me to give you IOU, then that's not nothing. So I really don't have to pay you nothing legally. It's all there in the books. You dig? But so once you ask the judge to for right to subrogation, basically what that is, like you are now stepping. You are the plaintiff, and basically you the state's attorney, and you at the same time. You feel me? So if there is no, all right, let me go back a little bit because I might be mixing up my words a little bit, but um, if there is no victim, the state will usually try to find the victim, and by finding the victim, they just have you to plead guilty, and that's basically found the victim because you pled guilty to some shit. So you did what I'm saying. But if there is no victim, then because like if you ask the judge who's the victim here, and they say, well, it's the people, the state code or the state of Illinois or the people of Illinois. You feel me? Well, you can't have those because you have the right to face your accuser. Now, how the hell are you gonna face a state of Illinois? First of all, two ways to do it. Bring the state here, or you let me fucking talk to every fucking citizen in the state. Every citizen. Chicago got over 1 million of them. So you see how that shit go, right? But anyway, we're gonna keep going a little bit. I'm getting a little bit off subject here. But okay, if you don't know, then we have two national governments that exist in America. One is under the Constitution, which gives us our rights as humanity and all so far and other shit. And they also let them continue putting us in slavery. But anyway, and we have another one that is used to be sorry about that is to be maintained by Congress outside and independently of that instrument. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. So are you going for the Congress or you going for Constitution or you going for the Congress? Okay. Now you got to think about it. The Supreme Court has ruled the difference in between the two. Okay. Now a society and a nation. Which one are you? Are you part of a society or are you part of a nation? Because when they sentence those people to die, they say you are a menace to society. I am not part of society. Is corporations and all these entities, these dead people that don't matter because you can't talk to them because there's too many of them. You got a group of people that represent this company, but then they saying that this company can't do this, but they can't. There's nobody else that you can talk to see if they can change that. Because these group of people, it's all fucked up. But anyway, so you got the difference between the nation and the society. Okay. Now there's also another terminology that goes around, and it's a penalty. The judge may always say the penalty for this crime is such and such, or a fine of woo 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 woo. Okay. Now with the word or the terminology penalty, that is for corporal. Are you a corporal? In other words, are you part of a corporation? You know, when you go to a place and they say, hey man, I was trying to see if I can paint your lobby. They say, oh well, you got to call corporate. You got to call corporal. They handle all that. Are you corporal? If you're not, then please, because I don't believe corporal can be one person. I believe it to be more than one, and not even to be a person, but to be an entity. Okay, a business. So, with that being said, now if there is a corporation or a business or a bank, a trustee, or stuff like that, anything besides like if I hit the state of Illinois, I can ask for I can ask the judge, ask the state attorney to impose my right to subrogation. Okay, but if I hit the goddamn state's attorney, you did, then that's the motherfucking victim. So the subrogation rule would not apply because there is a victim. You kind of get what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can also always ask, because at the same time, a lot of people ain't too familiar with it, and so if they grant you it and they give you the court case, you can find it not guilty. Now, okay. Now, what a lot of people don't know is if you win the case with if you win the subrogation shit, right? Uh, and the fucking state's attorney hand you over the fucking file, you know, because okay, before he brings the case up to court, the motherfucker has to ensure that somebody's gonna get paid. So he creates a bond, you know, and so with that being said, there's a bond in the file before it gets brought to court. So once you subrogate yourself from once you subrogate yourself, you feel me? He will give you the file, and in that file it has the bond or bonds, plural. And what you can do is you can simply do one or two things: ask for continuance, go down to the clerk's office, and ask her for a check for these bonds and for the full amount. You dig? Somebody has to get paid. This is insurance. It's all insurance. Insurance, insurance, insurance. What is insurance? Insurance is something that companies sell, that companies buy. Did you know that you can find your criminal cases on Fidelity and probably Walmart owns it? So imagine how much money is backing your criminal case on that bond. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, do not be stupid. Claim that money. Don't let them claim it for you. And with that, you know, I don't know if I satisfied everything, but you can always like, subscribe, and ask for more. I got the information, I just don't know how to put it because ain't nobody asking me shit. You start asking me questions, I give you precise persona. Anyway, I'll give it to you. Holla at me.